weekend. Of Empoli, in his first season at the helm in results since, and that's why. Whether you refer to this stadium as the Giuseppe, possibly a defensive midfielder, but he's become a central defender. It's Kondogbia. Already that game plan is certainly paying dividends. That's an offside which will
in the middle, so then your outlet ball is going to be your wing back, and that's where they look for Kondogbia.
By Empoli, which to deliver from the corner. Here's Kondogbia.
Different positions, different players. So again, for Skorupski, he's got to get used to playing with this back four very, very quickly. And
almost underneath his own crossbar. By Skorupski in a few moments' time. Here's Kondogbia. Now Kondogbia. Quickly part of the Polish international setup, although he is a second choice. Here's Kondogbia. Again, there's gaps. When that ball is switched from right to left, D'Ambrosio's having plenty of room, and Gianmario D'Ambrosio. There's Murillo. Now Kondogbia. Eder. Look at the room for Kondogbia when they onside Eder.
Game, and he's
again looking promising, and it's a bad ball in, hooked across by Gagliardini. He's been here for 5 years and he knows the drill. Foul meanwhile on the back of El Kaddouri. Here's Diusit. Again, it breaks down.
Again, you know, that switch of play. He's caught Empoli already 3 or 4 times.
Here's Kondogbia winning all the balls in that central midfield. Kondogbia wins the loose swap. Palacio runs around the outside of him. Here he is now. It's another call. Promoted in 2014 when they arrived second to Palermo. And to be fair, they've consolidated Empoli ranks to cause into problems. And his bending shot forced Handanovic. And at last, Samir Handanovic has been... Gagliardini. Now Kondogbia.
Unfortunately, he's up, and there's a little push.
Roberto kept it in play, and another great save by Skorupski, and Gagliardini can't believe, and now they're alive. And it's 2-0. I suppose if you're being a little bit critical, you might say that
I'll stick up for the forward play, Alistair, is little things.
Here's Croce. Run back well by Kondogbia. Highlighted him pre-match and told you he'd be a pivotal figure this afternoon, and so it's proven to be. D'Ambrosio, Kondogbia, lovely turn, and a lovely pass as well to D'Ambrosio, and he claims a handball. It's a corner.
As a youngster, you look at it, it's a drag over the top and a nice little flick pass. Beautifully played, deceiving D'Ambrosio as well. It makes a congested area. And Inter are managing to get 3-4 players around a player, take the ball a little bit more, you know, get Veseli up.
Chosic again, but he's lost out. Eder. Into trouble to Bologna next Sunday, the early kick-off.
But he's a second challenge with an advantage here, but Gagliardini, you know, he puts a high boot up and...
It's above Kondogbia. Gagliardini
can move on that first touch, and you've got half a chance of getting in front of defenders.
Into 2 minutes of added time at the end of this first half, which has been entertaining, but on 2 occasions. Here's Croce. I could hear that. A groan from Croce. Who did he just yellow card there? Was it Kondogbia?
Yeah. He's the one that's come on, but I think it's just the scream that...
Here's Kondogbia. Well, it was on target, but we'd always fancy Skorupski to field it. That is the end of the first half. Inter in control for the first quarter, that is for sure. They've started to express them.
Now just the one player taking centre. Empoli starting with the two. It was obviously a little bit confusing.
3rd minute of the second half as Kondogbia plays it forward. There's a massive gap in front of him, and in the end it's poked over by Gagliardini. You can just see in the ace for Eder. That's a foul.
No, but we've seen a reply for them. Can Inter give a quick reply?
Just a hint of complacency. Eder over towards Kondogbia! There it is! No complacency there. They needed a second goal, and Kondogbia from Skorupski forces the ball into the net.
Well, we've seen him in the first half, didn't we? Coming into that area and hitting it with the laces, smashing it as hard and hard, just guided it in. This
Sally's ball in clear.
Decision, I'm going to lift it over him. The goalkeeper will go down, but it wasn't a situation that Handanovic was going to lie down for him. So it was a kind of weird decision he made.
Roberto keeps it in play, but Skorupski on the verge, it seemed, of equalising. Here's Kondogbia. That's that of Roberto, one of the... There was 3 injuries to 3 of their back 4. They're certainly given them... One has been fouled by Gagliardini. Certainly point to the possibility of cramp as the game wears on. Wet in the north of Italy, and does seem quite a spongy pitch.
Foot on it. Played on a few Italian grounds, but
the heels of Inter. Day next week against Bologna if the appeal is unsuccessful. And both teams who began the day on 42 points are going to be on to 45 points, it seems. The 2 of them meet in the second week of March, which could be another decisive. He's looking up, finds Kondogbia. Here's Candreva. Kondogbia's in there, so too on the far side is Palacio. Goes short instead to Gagliardini. There are 4 inter-players in the box. If Kondogbia can find a way through, well, he went for glory. Here's Miranda. And now Kondogbia. And now Here's Gagliardini. On towards Kondogbia. Handball against Kondogbia. Free kick to Empoli. Well, plenty of action for you to enjoy. On tonight, you can see how the league leaders get on when they travel to Cagliari. 7:30 BT Sport 1 HD. Never a foregone conclusion. From France and Germany too, as well as the Europa League and the Champions League. And the FA Cup, of course, next weekend.
And I must admit, that was daunting enough, and the language barrier wasn't much difference. One for the cameras, he's even smiling.
Of having a go.
I want him to do it, as long as he's doing it in the correct areas, you know, and that fine.
Zach trying to turn and get away, but like a foul. Referee eventually decides that the 2 of them can sort it out between themselves. He is going to come on.
To see how the Empoli defenders actually cope with the youngsters.
Pinamonti did get some UEFA Europa League action. This hit again by Gagliardini.
It's a tired effort, doesn't it, from in room with Kondogbia.
Kondogbia.
Because they've come, and you can see they've come to try and nullify Inter. But when you get that early goal, it makes it more difficult. You've got a mountain to climb, but in general, they've come to frustrate Inter. I think they've done it for quite a lot of the game, but I think...
There's Gagliardini, who's been significant. Here's Pinamonti, good ball. Now Gianmario, and now Gabriel Barbosa. Deflection. There's Kondogbia. Oh, it's a good ball. Pinamonti. And Saldi. Oh, terrific header. And Gagliardini denied by Skorupski. Touch by Zajc. One back by Kondogbia. A few party tricks from him. He can do that in the 89th match, but one back again by Gabriel Barbosa. Inter Milan support. Very happy to wave play. I'd say it was an energy-sapping pitch, this one, and 2 or 3 players have been... Chosic. After the challenge by Gagliardini, who moments earlier could...
Yeah, it's just not been his day, has it? He's had the opportunities to score.
Another good one from Skorupski.
Yeah, another half a yard either side of the goal.
And, oh, unlucky. Miranda just flicked on it. Made it 6-0 at one stage. Right, 3 points in the bag, and Pescara another leapfrog Lazio, as we see some more skills from Kondogbia. Juventus playing later on tonight, a game you can see live on further back in the table.